Pam. I've got your journal ready, and it is the long one like you wanted. It's 10 by 5. And of course, we kept the striped tapestry-like fabric. It's really nice and thick. Makes a wonderful cover. And I used the girl with the braid because you wanted her, but I made her the cover, and I think she's really pretty. And it's got some sheer fabrics and some duck cloth and some lace here, laces here, all different kinds of fabrics with a little heart and safety pin and a little button up here. And there's the spine, and there's the back. I just left the back plain, and I made the tie to match. It's a chunky monkey. I don't know how this happens, but every time I do a custom journal, they just grow. So let's go inside. I told you I'd be putting some of the new things I've been working on to fill up my stash, and it's got something right here. First, the pocket with the different fabrics, and I used a thick textured background for the photograph. And then on the inside, one of these new little booklets I'm making, it doesn't have a hard cover. It's just different pieces of paper with images and laces, different size coffee papers, some ephemera, little tuck spot here, the little card, little pocket here, part of a book page. These are great. I use my little notebooks for my passwords, stuff I need to keep up with, and I keep it right by my computer. And I just love how this one came out. I like the unevenness of it, and I like the no cover. Kind of makes it a little different. Little mini pocket here. Used lots of book pages and some lace. But it's just kind of coolio. And then, of course, I leave the threads. And then over here, I know you said you didn't necessarily want a journal, but in case you do, I added some small little spots throughout the book that you may want to add just a little note or whatever. And this is a photograph of a pretty lady with a big hat. And this is part of a book I found. We have a local ephemera store, and they've got all kinds of goodies, but you have to rummage because it's like junked up in tubs and stuff like that. So, but it was a 1941, it was called a workbook. Hold on, I'll grab it. But it was used by a gentleman. It says Engineers Mining and Transit Book, and it was just so cool. And inside you can see where he made all his notes and stuff. And look at the gorgeous color of the paper. That's natural aging, and it was just a find. And it's all about stuff here local here in Shreveport. The roads and areas that he wrote down are all about Shreveport, where I'm from. So anyway, I added some of those in here. And of course you've got your torn edges and stitching and grungy look. Over here, again, another collage of different papers with a little birdie up there and some laces. And a little tiny mini envelope with a little skinny card. I thought that was cute. It's parts of a book page and places to write. Over here, I used a little burlap pocket, stitched around it, and then put another little stitched fabrics together and stamped a little teapot and put a little card in there. And it's got stamping and script stamping and image stamping throughout, and a little image up here. And over here is a place I didn't stuff. Imagine that. I cannot get through a video without forgetting something. So I will fill that in for you. Be surprised. Real pretty image here of two ladies in a parlor with their puppy dogs. A little image here. Another little card with a lady in her kitchen. And stamping and watermarks. Another card up here with a lady, and then I put some fabrics and a little safety pin with a little butterfly charm. Some ephemera, a little gold bow, and some lace. And there's your bicycle image that you wanted. I swear to God, she looks so uncomfortable. She's got her hands on something. Oh, probably the brake. But the tiny wheels just crack me up. And this lifts up. Over here, pretty image of a lady. And then, I don't know what you call these things. But I've got a ton of them. And a little tuck spot here with a card. Love the contrast. Another tuck spot here with a card, a little tiny mini tag. And another little mini tag. The mini tag here. Card there. And here is a tag card with two pretty ladies and some airmail stuff. That's washi tape. Some sari silk. Little card there. And pretty teapot. Different fabrics. And that's a picture of a bookstore. Over here's a lace pocket, and it's got some lines back here with part of a book page, and then a card for writing. And there, and then an envelope up here, and I put a card, but I folded it so it wouldn't stick over the top. It's got a little grungy card with a piece of real pretty lace. I got that in an estate sale, and I just have fragments of it left. Over here is a little belly band, and I put it low, and because usually I put them in the middle, because that's why they're called belly bands, because they're in the middle. But I kind of like this idea, so having it low, because it gives you this area up here. So I kind of like that. Some ephemera here, and I left the threads. You can snip them off if they drive you crazy. Lady reading a magazine. Pretty image there. Over here is a notebook with a pretty image in the stitching, and it's just got this notebook's just got assorted dyed and undyed papers in it. And then on the other side, I put a piece of coffee dyed paper that's been stamped, and then it's got a whole bunch of fabrics on the paper clip. This comes out and gives you this back here. Get under there. Oh, get under there. It's stuck. Over here, some very faintly lined paper on a piece of ephemera. And another tuck spot. That makes two. I'm batting 1,000 today. A card here with some different fabrics and part of that workbook I just showed you. And another little mini. I love these collages because you can write here too. You know, I just think that they're neato. Some very faintly lined paper. This is something that's new. It's a fabric card. It's made out of fabric. It's got a whole bunch of different fabrics on it, and then the card itself is fabric. And then your writing space is on the back. Kind of like that. Oh. And I've got some seam binding up here. Now this is from the other side, but it's got a little seam binding there for decoration. Pretty lady. Over here's a double pocket, and it's the first pocket's got some lace and a book page flower and part of a crochet doily, and it's on a music page. And then the back is got a tuck spot, some little lined paper and Stay Positive there, and then the two cards. Different fabrics here and here. Over here's another collage area with some lines, and then I put Wish Big, and it's stamped on fabric with a little safety pin and part of a crochet doily and some laces. A little cigar label I got at a store. I was having, one of my friends smokes, and I was having the store keep me some of the labels and cigar boxes for storage, and I just go over there and pick them up. These are kind of neat. Pretty image. Little tuck spot here with some lined paper. More of that workbook I showed you, and a small card here with some washi. Part of a book page and a rosette, little image. Another tuck spot over here, and the fabrics hang over the page, which is kind of coolio. Little birdies. Love birdies. Over here is a paper clip that I made out of fabrics and lace, and I put that card in there. And over here, this has got a card too. This paper clip, because it's so thick, with the cardstock, you can kind of lift it up to get your paper up under it. The fabric kind of thickened it up a little bit, so, but they're neat. Real pretty image here. Excuse the noise in the background, I'm doing laundry. Some ephemera. Oh, and look what I did. Boy, I am just 90 to nothing. Okay, that's 3. They say things come in 3s, don't they? It's a part of a book page in the stitching. Over here is a little mini envelope. And just different papers to write on. Got some fabrics over here and a card. Another tag pocket with laces and some washi tape and a little butterfly. A good card there. A little mini tag. And I just made a bunch of these. These are new. Or new to me. And I did it again. That's 4. Okay, this is really bad. But that's a tuck spot too, which will all be filled. I promise, I promise, I promise. This lifts up. A pretty image. A tuck spot here with a butterfly, and it's got some lace and some burlap behind it. And an ephemera. Another safety pin with a little ladybug. Little card here. Little gold bow. Pretty lady. Love the watermarking. It came out really pretty in this journal. You never know what you're going to get. Over here's another tuck spot with some laces. Ladies doing laundry the hard way. I'm so glad we have machines now. Little burlap bag with some lace. Little gazebo stamp back here. Different collage of papers and book pages. And this is a card here with a rosette. A little image there, and this opens up. It's on some muslin and some fabrics. And here's the back. More of that workbook. And the back is the same as the front, it's just a different picture here. And on this is new, so I added it. It's a little envelope. These cardboard things, I have a friend that works at a grocery store, and she's in head of the deli. And she got a whole bunch of these. They're like sandwich cards, you know, where this how it lifts up. I attached it down, and they scoop up the sandwich so they don't touch it and put it in the bags. And anyway, she said her girls weren't using it, so they ceased that operation. But she had tons of these, So I thought, what can I do with these? And it came out really cute. I put a lace topper and another piece of lace here with a rosette. And both sides have got ephemera. And then I put in a bunch of different cards. You've got some handsome, dapper gentlemen there. And I backed it with lined paper so you can write on it. And a card here. And another card. You know, but I got to thinking, what, is this open up? No. I got to thinking with these, you know, sometimes people like to attach a card in a letter or on a gift or make a note with something. But these would, after you use these up, these would make, the envelope itself would be great for pictures, you know, of all your pictures in it. I think that would be so cute. So, I'll put him back in there. But anyway, he grew. I hope you don't mind. He just got kind of big. Look at that. Look at that yumminess. And I hope you like it. You know, you said to have fun, and I had a blast. You know, I tried some different things, and, you know, and I used what you wanted. The two, you just requested two. And you said have fun. So I went crazy, as you can tell. Oh, thanks so much. And I will send you a convo so you know your video's up. And let me know what you think. Bye-bye, Pam.